All right, so let's just forget everything you think you know about making money. Stocks, startups, the usual grind. We're about to dive into a text that makes some truly wild claims. It says that real fortune isn't something you earn, it's something you summon. So, what's the single most audacious promise in this whole thing?
Get this. The core claim is that you can get ridiculously wealthy in just 5 to 15 days. I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. A total, complete life transformation in less than 2 weeks. It's an almost unbelievable promise, which, of course, immediately makes you ask, how?
And what's so fascinating here is the how. This isn't about some clever investment or a hot new tech company. No, the source claims this timeline is a direct result of occult practices. We're talking about a supposed shortcut to luxury that just completely bypasses all the normal ways of making money. So first up, we're going to break down this incredible promise of wealth. This idea of a secret path to riches that supposedly works faster than you can even imagine. This, of course, leads to the big question. I mean, if the money isn't coming from normal, everyday channels, then what's the mechanism here? Where is all this power and wealth supposed to be coming from? Well, the source's answer is pretty out there. It claims the power comes from summoning supernatural entities. Yeah, you heard that right. The path to wealth, according to this text, is literally paved by interacting with beings from a whole other dimension. And the text gets very specific, naming 3 types of beings: yakshinis, pisachinis, and dakinis. They're described as these incredibly powerful entities that can be summoned from a celestial realm they call Diva Loka. And the key, the whole trick, is that if you please them, they can grant you just immense fortune. It's fascinating that these beings aren't painted as some kind of monster or demon, not at all. Instead, the source quotes people who've allegedly seen them, and they describe a beauty so profound, so intense, it's beyond anything human, a sight that would literally leave you speechless and on your knees. So the next logical question has to be, who are the people actually doing this stuff? Is this something just anyone can try? Well, according to the source, the answer to that is a hard no. The source claims this knowledge is absolutely not for the public. It's the guarded secret of a hidden international elite, a secret society that was supposedly created for the sole purpose of practicing these wealth rituals. And it even breaks down who's supposedly in this secret club. We're talking about rich business families from all over Europe, Russia, and India. And their one and only goal? To use these occult rituals to get and keep their insane levels of wealth, luxury, and fame. Now, the crucial part here is the secrecy. The text really hammers this home, saying that these practices are done in stealth mode, and that the society's existence is a fiercely guarded secret. It claims you can't just stumble into this. To get access, you need proper guidance. Which, of course, creates a huge contradiction, right? I mean, if this society is so secret, so hidden, how could anyone possibly know about it? How could a book even be written on the topic? And that's where the text we're looking at comes in. It basically claims to be the answer to that question. It presents itself as that proper guidance it mentioned, a supposed roadmap for outsiders who want to find a way in. The real hook of the story is that the author claims to be an insider. They frame the whole thing as their personal story, an alleged step-by-step account of how they went from being just a normal person to becoming a member of the secret Tantric society. And this is the exact journey the book says it can take you on. It's laid out really simply as a 4-step process. You start out as a normal person, you face a bunch of challenges and tests, you follow the author's own experience as your guide, and then, finally, you become a member of the super exclusive, super wealthy society. So, at the end of the day, what do we make of all this? Look, whether you believe any of these claims or not, the fact that a text like this even exists says something really fundamental about us. What does the powerful appeal of secret knowledge, of a shortcut to riches, really tell us about our own deep, timeless desire for wealth and power? Something to think about.